Hello. Okay, so I've been feeling called to put a reading out there, and so that's what I'm doing. Um, so we're in Samhain time, which is a time of going inward and figuring out what it is that we need to let go of. We'll do this until the solstice, when we'll hopefully have let go of that stuff and have started to move on to what we want to come out, which will still be percolating, but won't come out until the wheel moves again in February, the start of February. We're in between eclipses now, so there's really this void that's happening. Let's see what's happening in the void. Let's see what's happening, what we need to let go of. Well, there's definitely an ending anyway. So there may be an ending in, so this is the first house. So the first house is the mask we wear, our personality, who we are, our self-image, or body image. It's kind of who we're kind of upfront about being. We're okay with showing that part of us for the most part. So there may be an ending in some way that you think about yourself, or in some way that you're dealing with your kind of like your health or your exercise or diet or something like this. There's an ending with how you're viewing yourself with regards to that, or you're ending this kind of ongoing way of thinking about that. You may be taking off the mask or starting to realize that you have one and what it is, and maybe kind of trying to reinvent yourself in some way. So this could be during this time until the winter solstice on the 21st of December. You could be shedding some skin. Could be no longer behaving how you once have, or how people know you to behave. You could be changing the way you look, changing the way you speak, changing the way you act, changing your routine in the day to day, it's very present, it's very now focused. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. Okay, the Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, you may not have gotten something that you wanted. And this is leading you to a bit of a dark night of the soul. And you're trying to realize what it is that you do want or you can do because of this. Something didn't come in, something that you wanted didn't come in, something that you thought was going to fulfill you but hasn't come in. And you're in a bit of pain right now, or you're hurt by it. Could be a person. Could be, but also may not be a person. Could be just an offer of some kind, maybe something to do with a job, or an opportunity, or something that you kind of thought was going to happen in your life didn't happen. And you're in a bit of pain, and you're trying to balance everything at the moment, but you don't know which way to go. But I think that this, I feel like this is a blessing in disguise. It's leading to kind of a major ending, and I think it's a major ending with how you look at yourself and view yourself and how you want to present yourself in the world and how you operate in the world. There could be as I said, some kind of reinvention kind of going on. Like, who do you actually want to be? Who do you want to be? Okay. The world twice. So this could be the ending of a relationship. So the ending of a relationship which is causing you pain, which is causing an overall ending of you as you know yourself now. And you could be doing something quite drastic about that. Like, there's no more pretending anymore. There's no more wearing a mask. Like, if you're not going to be loved for being your authentic self, like, you know, what you weren't loved for being this inauthentic self, perhaps. So you're choosing now maybe to be your authentic self. Let's see what else we have. The Knight of Voices. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords. Through this ending, you've also heard a few things. Other things have come in. I think you've become aware of other things because of this ending and feeling this way, feeling so hurt. Other news has come in, or something else has come in that you maybe weren't aware of. And that kind of gets you more than the actual ending itself. And this is causing you to question everything and doubt everything and kind of go, well, what was real, what wasn't real, what's true, what's not true, what am I supposed to do, what did I do, everything, it's kind of up and down and all over the place. Yeah, you have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is kind of like winning cutting your nose off to spite your face, that kind of thing. It's kind of tit for tat, back and forth. It's kind of being underhanded in a way. And I don't know if it's you or the other person, or you're having these kind of darker thoughts of being kind of seeking revenge or seeking one-upmanship or something, or else the other person is doing this to you. Or if this isn't about a relationship, it could be happening with your place of work or within your family or friendship or something like that. There's something very two-faced going on, and we have the two faces here. Mars is in Gemini, so there's like Mars, the warrior, fighting within these kind of two spaces. There's duality within it. Mars is retrograde. You're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not a nice place to be in. There's kind of resentment, there's bitterness, there's jealousy, there's Five of Swords. It's like being detached from your humanity and behaving in ways or thinking in ways that aren't matching your true essence. And so either someone is being like this to you, or you've been treated like this, which is making you question everything and go up and down about everything or back and forth on everything. But ultimately, it's leading you to this ending of being inauthentic or being with inauthentic people. They showed you a different side of themselves. They showed you a false self, maybe. Okay. Okay, thankfully. Yeah. So here we have the Four of Inspiration, which is the Four of Wands, which is contentment, happiness, celebration, stability, security. I would say that this is kind of taking time to meditate on what's happened, to be around those who care about you, or to find a group that does, or where you can voice, or maybe not even voice, maybe just be in the presence of people who you don't have to be this, face with. that you can be your true authentic self with. And it's by being with those people or being that to yourself that you will be inspired and you will have this stability. But it's a time to stop, and stop the juggling and stop the doubting and stop the back and forth. And here you have the king of water, the muse of emotions. And I kind of think that this could be going to therapy about this situation. It could also be like a trusted confidant. It also could be you through this act of getting quieter, finding stability within yourself. You mastering your emotions, because you will grow from this not so nice situation. And underneath it all, there's the Six of Materials, which is the Six of Pentacles, which is sharing is caring, which is giving and receiving, which is sixes are all about like wanting harmony and contentment. And so it leads to that. The balance will be restored in some way. You won't be doing this juggling back and forth. There'll be a sharing, there'll be a balance. You won't be doubting yourself. Oh yes, and underneath we have the seven of wands, which is seven of wands is kind of like you're going to have to stand up for yourself, but you might only be standing up for yourself within your thoughts, because you see this darkness, it wants to like engulf you, but it's taking all your strength and focus to push it away. But don't let your star shine, don't let your authentic self disappear in this darkness. But it is going to require work. It is going to require all of your effort, because this wants to win, whoever these other voices are or whatever stories you're telling yourself. This wants to win, but this is like a kite formation, and this is the focal point. The focal point is you being raw and vulnerable and bare, and pushing those dark thoughts and those dark voices in the head away. And here we have the Seven of Materials, so 2 sevens. Like, it's going to take work, it's going to take effort, it might get a bit boring, but you can check in with yourself along the way, because you're creating something beautiful and you know where you're going with it. But yeah, you may like need to. It's going to be all your focus. Like this person here, she looks like she's like was at a wedding or something, and she's put on her work boots, come back to check her roses or her carnations there. So it's like, even when she's enjoying herself, she still has to check in with herself and do the work, and to make sure that she's still on the right path, and make sure that she's still she's not going to go back to this uncertainty of not knowing who she is or what she wants to do. She's not going to go back to wearing this mask. So that's like an amazing kind of Samhain reading, kind of in eclipse, in between the eclipses, just to kind of answer. Okay, the answer to your question is a yes. Go for it. The timing is right for you. Okay, I don't know if anyone had a question about anything there, but there's your answer. I kind of want to pull another one. Serenity. Yeah, I kind of see this, even though it's the Four of Wands, which in other decks is a little bit more celebratory. This is quite serene. And so Serenity says, today remain serene no matter what. Things that would normally irritate you glide over you like water off a duck's back. So what if people are not satisfied with you? It is their perception of you and not your perception of yourself. Who are they to judge? When you do your best and you know that it is the best you can do, serenity becomes second nature to you. You're at peace with yourself. Yeah. don't don't pay attention to the judgments of others, the judge in your head. But this is like this is the end of this. Whatever comes from the end of this, after that, it's a yes. And I think it's like, yes, you're on the right path. Okay.